Hello everybody, Frank and Dave back again on YouTube. Today on YouTube I have an update build report on speedys 197's 1950 Cold War jet aircraft. As an updated build report, I've been pretty much at this all day today. I've got about 7 hours logged in on the fuselage by itself. In view of the kit during the construction, I elected to go ahead and build it straight out of the box. Ain't no way I can be able to box in the wheel wells and put it in a new tub for the cockpit and add controls and details and such. Reason being is because you take a look at this wing right here. That wing is thin, real thin. Ain't no way in God's world I can be able to box in a landing gear wheel well in that wing. On the fuselage itself and the cockpit, all I do is give you a pilot and a chair. And some of them, most Lindbergh kits, they just give you a pilot molded on a chair. But on this kit, they give you 2 pilots and 2 chairs. There's a chair right here with a pilot seat right there. I painted the zinc chromate green. I haven't painted up the pilot yet. The pilot right here, it's only going to give you 2 pilots. And there's your cockpit, fellas. A chair, a pilot seat, and a pilot. And believe me, that pilot needs less to desire, but I'm painting as best I can. And that's in the fuselage. The kit's prehistoric. It's old. It's nothing but bare bones. And at the time of its release back in 1955, they weren't too nitpicky about their products. They just went ahead and designed the kits themselves and produced them, and it is what it is. And you got what you got. There were no nitpickings back in those days. Back in those days, people enjoyed what they got. Now, this kit's a real nitpicker to nowadays, but primarily most Lindbergh kits are junk. But to me, they're kits of the past that I grew up in as a boy, and a lot of the old models out there that are familiar with Lindbergh products feel the same as I do. I bought this kit, I don't know, probably about a year or 2 ago or somewhere along the line. I can't really remember. But anyway, anywho, though, I think I paid $10 for it out the door. I built one of these years ago back in the 1950s, and I painted it with DuPont aluminum spray paint and an aerosol can, and whatever happened to it must got lost during moves I made during my lifetime. But anyway, this kit is pretty good. It's coming good. It's one of its kind. There's a lot more better kits out there, but I spruced this kit up a lot more better than it was. Instead of going ahead and airbrushing aluminum plate on it, I went ahead and used Reynolds wrap, aluminum cooking foil. Here's the results of 7 hours of tedious labor. Following the panel lines, you can't go wrong. For an adhesive cement that you use for tinfoil and plastic is use contact cement. Thin down with lacquer thinner. You brush it over the area that the tinfoil needs to be adhered to, and you lay it on there. It dries almost on contact. When it does, using your favorite burnishing tool, it's like I use a teaspoon, you burnish in the rivets and the detail. The kit was very heavily riveted, so I used the rivets. As you can see, the rivets go right through the tin foil as if it was the real thing. Get a little closer to the nose section. Nose section was tedious. Give it a walk around. The pilot and the seats go right inside the cockpit. I already previously airbrushed the zinc chromate green on there. Back here was an eyesore, pretty cheesy for Lindbergh, typical Lindbergh. They gave you no afterburner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll me some cardboard tubing, stick it inside there, and airbrush that and treat it with metallizer paints to simulate jet blast. Other than that, it's pretty good. The fuselage is basically 99% finished. All I got to do is add some decals and do some painting to it. And add the wings. And there's the other side of it. It's tedious. Still need some burnishing on it though. I gotta use a teaspoon and I'll go back over it and give it a good burnishing and smooth it out a little more. It's pretty smooth. It's about the best it gets though, but I like to keep it going on it. So it beats metal finishes. Alcad's how you pronounce it. I went there and checked it out at the hobby shop. That's $10 a bottle. That's too rich for this old boy, I tell you. So let's go ahead and use old school method. So if you guys ever want to achieve a natural metal finish, go down there and buy yourself some aluminum foil. And that stuff works real good. Be sure to use the shiny side out, not the dull side. The dull side always goes in towards the surface that's being attached to. In other words, if you use shiny surface on the aluminum foil, it won't stick with its contact cement. It's kind of like having paint with glue on it. It won't stick. So, anyway, I got a lot of work to do on it, so I should have this thing done in about 3 or 4 days. And I get the albatross going. And once this is finished, we'll get something else going, like a supplement from 1950s. I was thinking about bringing out my F-89 1956 kit of the Scorpion by Rudell. And that'll look good with natural aluminum foil, and of course you use your Dago red panels on it. And anyway, this is a Starfire. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It's one of a kind. It's when I get done with it, it'll look nice. And not much parts to it, so it's a fast build. Cheap airplane, you know, but like I say, you can set anything cheap or anything, you know, just it's in the hands of the model. It depends on what route you want to go. You want to put time into it, or just slap glue and put paint to it, and that's it. Go to something else. But something like this, I just like to follow around with it, get it like the way I want it. So it's going pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Give you a little walk around. As you can see, fellas, it's shiny. And you have to worry about having finger marks on aluminum foil. It don't leave finger marks. But anyway, though, it's always good to always use latex gloves when handling it. You never know. That's if you constantly handle it, though. But I don't handle the model as much as I have to. But this one right here, it's getting there. Anyway, fellas, that's for that. I'm going to go back on the tube here and check everybody out and see how they're doing with their builds. Speedy, you're going pretty quick on that F-86 Paper Tiger you got there. I'll bet you next YouTube it'll be done. Now I know why you derived your name, Speedy 197. You're fast, buddy. Anyway, Freddie, that SP2C Helldiver you got, that looks real sharp. I've got one too. Mine's over here. I'll show it fast before I get off here. This is kind of like a build in the past and an update for my Starfire build report. But this is my SP2C Helldiver. It's like yours, but yours is, you put a lot more into it than I did. This kit, although the kit comes with photo etch parts, fellas, if anyone wants to buy this kit. The photo etch parts, I think there's some cockpit interior parts that need to be put in there. And also, most importantly, is your dive brakes. As you can see, the dive brakes are really highly detailed. Three-tone finish on this, like Freddy's is. Intermediate blue, non-spectacular sea blue on top. That was in light, and white at the bottom was the norm for this type of aircraft back in the Second World War. On the blues, I went ahead and toned down the non-spectacular sea blue, because salt air really tones down the blue. This was one heck of an airplane for its time, but they had a lot of problems with it when it first came out, and a lot of pilots didn't like the big tail beast because it's an unpredictable aircraft. But the good thing about it is it carried one hell of a bomb load. Inside the bomb bay, instead of carrying one single 500-pound SAP blockbuster, it can carry two of them inside the bomb bay. And the most unique feature too, it had two trapezes inside the wheel well. So actually, it can, inside the landing and the bay door, it actually can drop two bombs at once. A good airplane. That aircraft was responsible for sinking the Imperial Japanese battleship Yamato. I think it was Task Force 3 or something like that. Anyway, just rambling, folks. Anyway, I'd like to sign off here, and the next build will be probably next build report will be tomorrow. And as you can see, I've really gone the ways on it. I should have the wings on there and start the decals and the painting. It's going to be a fast build, and that would be that. Anyway, fellas, I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in, and may God bless, and happy modeling. And like Lenny says, paint your fingers, paint your face, find your mom. And you'll be A-okay. You can't go wrong, fellas. And thank you very much, everybody. And please subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next YouTube presentation. We'll see you, fellas. Bye now.